know, they'll just see it as the way the news wants to report it. I mean, a fellow back there listened to a CBS affiliate last night on the radio. I don't know if you heard this, but they said, oh yes, the Tea Party event, there were 87,000 people who showed up. So, I mean, this is the way they represent this, and it's for us to go back and say, that's not the truth. I mean, that's part of the reason why I brought my camera and thousands of other people brought their cameras, because they want to say, here's the proof. You want to know? This is the proof. You know, as I talk to all of you, I haven't heard one racist comment, one, you know, it's all about this religion, you know, or anything. It's about the message of unity. And I think we all got along.
Our biggest evil is apathy. People who in this country, they're become apathetic because they're scared to get involved. And I can understand the reason they get tired of the politics. But again, it's the old adage. If you don't stand for something, you're not for anything. Yeah. And we can't do that. We need to bring those that are apathetic, that really do not. You don't have to go out and become a, you know, John Adams, you know, and run, you know, come in on a flying horse. But you need to care about at least about your family and what's happening in your community. And we need to change that mindset. You know, this problem is not going to solve itself. That's the ultimate message.
Good. Thank you. Oh, you have something else?
Yeah, I came away with what Clint said. It was a God thing, and it was a God thing. And there is a scripture that says, with God all things are possible. And so we need to pray for the Al Sharptons and all the other people that are trying to conquer and divide, and then watch God work.
Yeah, right. And as you were saying, the truth shall win. And I think that if you do, maybe Al Sharpton and people like him will see that and come aboard and say, you know something? Yeah, I can put all that aside for now and stand with you. Yeah, that is, I think, a hope.
Also, it's such a, you know, America just made its statement that it's fed up with the whole anti-God movement, the whole godless movement, which has been foisted upon everybody. So, whereas the religious tone wasn't necessarily expected, I think it was very welcome, because look at the millions of people that he spoke for, that he helped, that haven't had a voice, that have been ridiculed, whether you're religious or not. I mean, the people that are religious have been ridiculed and put down. And so he really did a great thing for a lot of people yesterday. And I think it's a historical day that America said, hey, we're fed up with this whole anti-God stuff. This is a Judeo-Christian founding country. Those are our roots, and we're proud of it. And those are the things that helped glue the country together in a positive fashion. When that's been taken away from us, everything has gone downhill. All the violence in the schools, all the disrespect, all of this anti-societal stuff has happened as a result of this anti-God movement. I think America said yesterday, we're fed up with that, no more of that.
Right. And I think that, again, it was a wonderful thing. As we were all walking towards the Lincoln Memorial, and I am not kind of a person that believes in I believe in organized religion, but I do not follow an organized religion. I believe in God, and I believe in it from my heart, and I think God knows what's in everybody's heart, okay? And that's what's important. But as we were all walking, I had this feeling of almost like what it was like when Jesus stood up there and people came around and gathered around to listen, just to listen. And here we all were pulled together, and we all were coming from different places, and you know, around the country and around the world, and gathering in this site peacefully to listen. And what a beautiful moment it was. I mean, a spiritual moment. And it was just really, really touching in an unexpected way. You know, especially pulled together by a man that does his best not to be a showboat. I mean, he lays out his foibles, his errors, and yet he just speaks so clearly. and question what I say. Don't trust me.
Look at the lady, look at Carrie from the bus. She didn't want to be, you know, our leader or whatever, but she took it on because she said, you know what, I'm the outspoken one, I'll go ahead and take it on, and everybody was like very grateful. So she's like a map, you know, she stands up, she helps, and to organize and to keep moving us forward.
Did you find it easy to find a bus? Did you find it easy to get here?
It wasn't easy at all. It took a number of calls, right, Fred? We spent a whole week trying to arrange it, and originally there was going to be a bus out of Fort Myers. There was nothing easy about doing this trip for anybody on this bus.
We looked at Monday, we called, we got a really we are lucky.
When did you look for the bus? At what time?
Monday.
Ah. See, I don't know about you, but I was looking for 3 weeks. 3 weeks, and I'd call and I'd call and I'd leave my name, my number. I wasn't getting a response, but I kept on pursuing it and kept on pursuing it, and it wasn't easy.
It was an effort for everybody that went there. I met everybody that went there.
I think he's got something important.
What annoyed me the most about this trip, and it's really, really sad, is that I realized after this trip, my wife loves Glenn Beck more than she loves me.
My name is Maureen Moss. I'm from Delray Beach, Florida. I've taught school for 42 years, and I hope this movement starts a return of civility, decency, and moral values to this country. That's what I'm hoping this is the start of.
That's great. I want to ask these guys, you know, would they saw any of it, or what would they, you know, would they?
You know what I mean?
Guys, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Now, obviously, you guys didn't actually go and see the event, right?
No, we heard about it.
And what kind of things did you hear, by the way?
Well,
Did you hear negative stuff? Did you hear good stuff? Did you? I mean,
well, some was good. Some was good.
and if there was bad stuff, what was the bad stuff that you had heard?
Well, what did we do?
Well, let me say what I heard.
All right.
I found. Hold on one second.
Sure.
So, give me a minute. I'll call you back. I haven't heard anything bad. I heard a remark that Glenn Beck made as far as Obama, which I think on the African American side that really upset the people. But I do, from reading the article about what he's fighting for as far as taxes and research on abortions and all of that, to stop abortion and all of that, I applaud him for the positiveness of it. As far as Al Sharpton, I think that he's across the board for everybody. That's my opinion. We do know that it was said that Glenn Beck, he set it up that he was going to be there at the same time as Martin Luther King. I appreciate the fact that he came back and said he did not. It was the fact that it was just set up. So I feel across the board on both issues that if both sides, African American and white, and all parties come together, it'll be a more positive thing for the people of the United States to go forward. Again, no positive, no negative. I just believe people will express their opinions about how they personally feel.
Good. You know, it's funny because the things that are portrayed in the media, I think, are very misleading, unfortunately. I don't know what it was that you heard that Glenn Beck had said about the president. I think I may know the comment that you're talking about. But
supposedly that he was supposed to be equating Obama to a skunk or something.
Oh no, I haven't heard that. Now, that one I didn't hear at all. there was a thing that's saying that Glenn Beck had equated Obama to a stump, and I'm saying that I've never heard. But one of the things, I don't know if you guys will have a chance, but online they will have, I'm sure you'll be able to find excerpts from yesterday's event. And I think if you watched it and you watched the whole thing, first of all, it was primarily a tribute to Martin Luther King, and it was the people who spoke were of all races and all religions and all that, and it was, and they all came together not to speak about politics, not to speak about their religion in particular, but talk about us all as Americans and what brings us all together and makes us all equal, and the true meaning of what Martin Luther King stood for. That it was almost a witness to his dream coming true, at least for yesterday, because granted, the percentages of representation were not as I think we all would have hoped. Everybody was represented, and I'm not talking about the day, when everybody was speaking, it was very well represented, but I mean in the audience. There was a kindness, a getting back to God aspect that was just so beautiful. And Dr. Martin Luther King's niece, she spoke so beautifully and eloquently and touching. I mean, it was just one of those events that just made people, all of us, if you listen to what we were saying, it made us all feel so warm and full of so much love. And that's the message. And as I said to all of them, I had hope. The only thing that I thought was missing, I wish that Al Sharpton had just been able to put the political aspects behind and stand with everybody else, saying, this is the way to honor Martin Luther King and his memory.
I agree.
And I'm not saying that he didn't do it for any reason. I just don't know whether he knew what the message was going to be. And I think if he really knew what the message was going to be, he would have stood there too. And it was just a very touching moment. I didn't know it. As I said, if you guys ever have a chance to go online or find a way of seeing what was said for yourselves, I think you'd look at it and you go, wow,
Well, I follow Glenn quite a bit. I listen to a lot of his things at night. Mm-hmm. I have several of his books. So I'm pretty much, again, I applaud what he's doing, and you guys, and the only thing we do is cross boundaries, barriers, should I say, and look for the positives for everybody, on the Christian viewpoint. And again, if we go back to our forefathers, what it was all set up to be, along with Martin Luther King and many others, we can get back. It's going to take some work, but we can get back.
Because I think we've gone beyond that stuff. I really do. I think it's just there's kind of a there's always going to be racist, no matter what. That is just the way it is. We're not perfect people. We're not, but when you get to a certain level, majority of people, that I don't think are, and I think that it's just we're people, and if we can stop, trying to put these wedges in between and everything and divide us, and that's the goal. That's the goal. Yeah, but I think that's the goal. So, anyway, is there anything else you guys would like to say? All right. Well, listen. Thank you. Thank you. Not only for driving us. All right.
Thank you.